Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the English news of Bình Phước Radio Television Station and Newspaper. And with you, with the latest news for today. Bình Phước first quarter GRDP ranks third in the Southeast region. Bình Phước police extends New Year greetings to Lao counterparts. Prime Minister chairs meeting on enhancing economic diplomacy. 2023 Provincial Governance and Public Administration Performance Index announced. With strong determination and its direction and administration, coupled with the collaborative efforts of various sectors and levels, Bình Phước posted stable socio-economic development in the first quarter across key areas.
It recorded gross regional domestic product growth in the first quarter of 6.01% year-on-year, ranking it third in the Southeast region and 27th in Vietnam as a whole. Industrial production has seen a swift recovery and has maintained a high growth rate. Sectors such as trade, services, and imports and exports also increased significantly compared to the first quarter of 2023. Export turnover ratio of $1 billion in the first quarter, marking a 10.7% rise and achieving 22.7% of the annual plan. As of March 28th, total state budget revenue in Bình Phước stood at 2.725 trillion dong, about $109 million, a 10% increase against the same period of 2023, while total budget expenditure amounted to 3.69 trillion dong, about $148 million, or 26% of the Ministry of Finance assigned estimate. Positive strides were also made in the cultural and social domain, emphasizing social security and enhancing the well-being of the populace. Bình Phước also successfully hosted the 2024 Eritrean Bình Phước Province High-Tech Industrial, Commercial and Agricultural Enterprise Connection Forum.
Recent discussions at a steering committee meeting of the Children's Action Program in Bình Phước Province highlighted the increasing assurance of children's rights, ensuring they thrive in a safe and healthy environment with opportunities for development, physically, intellectually, ethically, and socially, and with special support provided to disadvantaged children.
With over 280,900 children, Bình Phước has made concerted efforts across sectors and localities in safeguarding, nurturing, and educating its young population. Resources have been mobilized towards realizing the objectives in the Children's Action Program. Recreational facilities have been enhanced, while personnel entrusted with children's welfare have received professional training. Vice Chairman Trần Minh emphasized the imperative of comprehensive attention being sustained, urging members of the Provincial Steering Committee and district-level leaders to devise tailored, practical solutions for children facing unique circumstances. The directive aims to bolster the effective execution of child protection, care, and education initiatives in the forthcoming period.
During the traditional Lao Bun Pi May Festival, a delegation from Bình Phước Provincial Police, led by Colonel Bùi Xuân Thắng, Director of the Provincial Police, paid a visit to extend greetings to leaders, officials, and soldiers in the Champasak Provincial Police on April 2nd.
Colonel Bùi Xuân Thắng extended his wishes for a prosperous new year to the leadership, staff, and families of Champasak Provincial Police on behalf of the visiting delegation. He also expressed a hope for the continuous development of solid, friendly, and cooperative relations between the police forces of the two provinces. For his part, Major General Supachan Silafit, Director of Champasak Provincial Police, expressed optimism about further strengthening of the collaborative ties between the two provinces' police forces. He affirmed the commitment of Champasak Provincial Police to enhance cooperation with Bình Phước Provincial Police in combating various forms of crime, particularly drug-related offenses.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended a conference on economic diplomacy on April 2nd. Join us to see more in the following report.
The hybrid conference involves the participation of representatives from Vietnamese missions abroad and the People's Committees of centrally governed provinces and cities. Addressing the conference, Prime Minister said in the current context, it is the crucial goal of achieving rapid and sustainable development without compromising progress, fairness, social welfare, and environmental conservation. Therefore, it is imperative to maintain the synergy of national strength and contemporary opportunities, as well as harness internal and external resources to fully unlock the country's development potential. Over nearly 60 high-level diplomatic engagements since the beginning of 2023, led by party and state leaders, economic matters have taken center stage, yielding tangible and significant outcomes, including established commitments and agreements for economic collaboration with partners. Economic diplomacy efforts have played a pivotal role in driving Vietnam's total import-export turnover to $683 billion in 2023, accompanied by a trade surplus of approximately $28 billion, the highest on record. Furthermore, they have attracted nearly $36.6 billion in foreign direct investment, marking a remarkable 32% increase amidst a contracting global trade and investment landscape.
Permanent member of the Party Center Committee's Secretariat, Chương is paying a working visit to Japan from March 31st to April 3rd.
Vietnam always views Japan as an important and long-term strategic partner, and stands ready to develop the bilateral ties to a stronger and more comprehensive and practical fashion on the basis of its foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, multilateralism and diversification. Politburo member, permanent member of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee's Secretariat and chairwoman of the Party Central Committee's Organization Commission Truong T. Mike made the statement while meeting with high-ranking Japanese leaders in Tokyo on April 2nd. Those included President of the Liberal Democratic Party and Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, President of House of Councillors Otsuji Hidehisa, and President of the National Diet Nukaga Fukushiro. Vietnam and Japan will also work together to boost cooperation in economy, trade, investment and other practical areas, making them on par with the potential and development demand in each country. Japan will continue its support for Vietnam to roll out key development programs. The Japanese leaders recognized the contributions made by Vietnamese nationals to the host nation's development and informed plans to facilitate conditions for Vietnamese workers in the coming time.
The 15th Provincial Governance and Public Administration Performance Index report was announced on April 2nd, showing progress in citizen perceptions of local anti-corruption efforts and e-governance, but a backsliding in transparency in 2023.
The improvement in citizen perceptions on control of corruption at the local level rose only modestly, from 6.71 points in 2022 to 6.77 in 2023. Another key POPI focus in 2023 was e-governance, following the government's push to expand digital citizenship. Last year, access to the internet and access to provincial e-governance portals both rose relative to 2020. However, findings revealed that citizens are slow to switch to e-governance. A reason for the limited users is privacy concerns, as stated by one-third of the users. These findings underline the need for substantial improvements to make services more accessible, user-friendly, convenient and inclusive for all citizen users. With its wealth of quantitative data, POPI has emerged as a trusted, citizen-centric tool to inform the country's legislative and policy agendas and the action plans of all 63 provincial administrations.
The total number of tourists to the central coastal city of Da Nang in the first quarter was estimated at nearly 1.9 million, an increase of 23.4% compared to the same period last year.
In March alone, the number of tourists to Da Nang was estimated at 672,000, an increase of 16% compared to March last year. Revenue from accommodation and dining services during the month was estimated at around $90.5 million. Specifically, accommodation revenue was estimated at nearly $39 million, an increase of 33% compared to the same period last year. Total revenue for the first quarter was estimated at over $107 million, an increase of some 38% year-on-year. Da Nang strives to welcome 8.4 million domestic and international visitors this year. It plans to host a series of events and festivals such as the International Fireworks Festival and competitions like Ironman Marathon.
That's all for the news today. Thank you for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.